In the end, it wasn't even close. They tried to kill him. They tried to put him in prison. They tried to bankrupt him. They smeared him as a fascist, a Nazi, a racist, a rapist. Many would argue they committed electoral fraud against him, and yet still Donald Trump takes his rightful place as the President of the United States. They couldn't have stooped any lower in their efforts to keep him from the White House. They used every dirty underhand trick they could think of, whilst at the same time posing as our moral superiors, and yet still they were completely and utterly wiped out by voters across America. Voters who've had enough of their lies and deceptions. Voters who've had enough of woke progressivism. Voters who've had enough of DEI corruption. Voters who've had enough of a totally dishonest mainstream media, churning out lies and then smearing everything else as disinformation. Voters who are furious about the destruction of their borders and national identity. Voters who've had enough of bought and paid for globalist puppets like Biden and Harris. The people have spoken, and what begins in America always spreads across the Western world. George Soros, Klaus Schwab, your time is up, it's game over for you. First thing this morning, Keir Starmer was on social media, posting a cloying, insincere, grovelling message of congratulations to Trump. Pathetic, dishonest, and far too little too late. He made the absolutely moronic decision to send 100 Labour activists over to the US to campaign against Trump. He stupidly made an enemy of the United States of America, a total failure of diplomacy and statesmanship. Starmer is nothing short of a national embarrassment. But it could be worse. At least he's not David Lammy. Our wonderful Foreign Secretary David Lammy now has to look President Trump in the eye at international summits, having smeared him openly on social media as a racist KKK and Nazi sympathiser. Total scumbag. If Lammy had an ounce of integrity, he'd step down immediately and apologise for his appalling lack of diplomacy. If Starmer had a backbone, he'd fire Lammy. Both are a disgrace to this country. Neither are remotely fit for office. They'll cling on for as long as possible and they'll drag this country down with them, but they're not going to last a full 5-year term. Live stand updates in Southampton on the 22nd of November and the 19th of December, and London on the 19th of January. Only 40% of people who regularly watch my YouTube videos are channel subscribers, so please do hit that subscribe button. And please do support me on Patreon or PayPal so that I can continue to make these videos. Thanks for watching.